Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Jasmine and I'm the founder of The Mum Friend. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you toy ideas for 18 to 24 month olds. Before I go into detail about the toys that we got for Isaac, I really want to just talk about a book that I purchased that really influenced the different type of toys that we bought for him. And this is called the Montessori Toddler. And this book, if you've not heard of Montessori before, it basically looks at a child slightly differently. It eliminates that phrase, the terrible twos, and tries to raise an independent child. So there's a lot of really good tips in this book that I've taken away, and also talks about toy rotation as well, and we've taken that approach. You don't actually need, hundreds of toys for your toddler. You can actually rotate the toys and they become, they appreciate them a lot more and they play with them a lot longer without having every single toy available to hand. It also talks about behavioural issues and what to do if your toddler has a tantrum. So again, this book has really helped me out and I'm looking forward to kind of keep reading it as Isaac grows and develops. Okay, so let's get started with the first toy suggestion. My first toy suggestion is this Jacks of London sorting cube. Now we got this as a Christmas present for Isaac when he was about 16 months old, and at first he could play with it, but he got frustrated at putting the different shapes in. So if you can see here, inside the block, there's different shapes, and what your toddler needs to do is actually just input the different shapes inside it. Now he's 18 months old, what we found is he doesn't get frustrated by him, and he's actually starting to turn the block, and he knows the different shapes now. And I've seen a massive help in his kind of hand-eye coordination and understanding that different shapes go in different things. At this age, he likes to post a lot, and toddlers are fascinated at this age with posting things, the cause and effect of this. I would suggest that this Jacks of London is really good and it's something to purchase. Another Jacks of London toy that we've used a lot and Isaac seems to really enjoy is this hammering bench. And again, the exercise is quite simple. So first we would just use his hands to do it, and then once he mastered that skill, then we would start to use a little hammer. And it's so simple, the exercise. All he does is hammer it down and then move it back out again. So it would just go through, the cylinder shapes would go through, and then he'd repeat the process over and over again. He literally does this exercise, then turns it over, so he flips it over, does it again, turns it over, flips it and does it again. And he's really impressed that he can do it on his own. I would suggest that the Jacks of London, that brand, the whole quality of the toys as well, they're made out of really nice wood material. They're a lot more sturdy than say maybe the plastic, and also they're better for the environment. So yeah, it's also part of the Montessori toys. So if you put into like Amazon or Google Montessori toys, the Jacks of London will always come up because it's quite a popular brand in terms of child development and the Montessori kind of ethos of learning. Another toy that we got for Isaac and he absolutely loves, it is probably one of his favourite toys at the moment, are the Munchkin letters and numbers. Now, bath time has got a lot easier since we've got these. He doesn't get as frustrated when we say, come on, it's bath time. He goes run straight to the bath to get these toys. And all they are, they're just foam letters and numbers. So they've got the alphabet, so it's just the alphabet and then it's numbers 1 to 10. And since we've got these before, he's not really, his speech has come on quite a lot. So at first he didn't say that many words, but now he's really good with the alphabet. So he'll go like A or B or D or E. He's starting to notice all the different words, and when he's seeing like words written down, so like he's got a picture on the wall and it says Isaac, he'll start going I-S-A-A-C. So he's already, from just using these numbers every single night, because we bath him every single night, it's really helped his development. They're really good. They've not really lost shape. We've had them quite a while now. Not lost shape. It's got a few teeth marks in them because he likes to chew them, but apart from that, really good quality. I'm really impressed with them. So this is something to help maybe them learn their alphabet or their numbers, and something that you can use every day when they're in the bath. Staying on with that then, so another thing to help with his alphabet learning and also identifying numbers is this abacus. So this is an alphabet abacus, and this was from John Lewis actually. We got this as a present for Christmas again for Isaac, and he just loves it. It's really good quality again. There's a wooden kind of theme going off here with the Montessori, and if you see here, it's just got like A, and then if you turn it over, it's got like apple and B, and then it's got for like ball, and it just goes through that as a general, you know, phonics. And also you've got the numbers here at the bottom, and that goes up to 10 again. And he just likes to turn him, so I'll say, oh, where is L? And he'll turn the L round, and then I'll say lion, and he'll say rah. So it's just helping his speech come on, and it also looks really nice. We always like to put on his windowsill or on his toy box, and he always grabs this. This is probably one of the toys he always goes to grab, and he enjoys just sitting and doing this. This is a really good buy. John Lewis do have some really nice wooden toys, and the quality, again, it's there with the John Lewis toys. So I'll put a link below in the description with all the products that I've mentioned. But again, I would say this is definitely one that Isaac really enjoys using, and it also, you know, it's helping with his development and his learning. Okay, my next toy suggestion that Isaac's really enjoyed using are the jumbo animals. So this is by a brand called Learning Minds, and they do a variety of different ones, and we've pretty much got most of the sets. We use a lot of these toys for messy play activities, and also just generally just to help identify Isaac learn different animals. So instead of seeing them in the books all the time, this is a version where he can actually hold onto it and grip and grab the different animals. This is the jungle range, then we've got the dinosaurs, and we've got the farm animals. So we've got quite a lot now, but we do use them pretty much every single week for when we do our messy play activities, but also on a daily basis. What I like to do is I just put them in a little basket, and I tend to only try and put five in there. For this video, I've kind of put them all together so you can see the different ranges, and I'll say to him, right Isaac, can you get me a elephant out? And he'll pick out the elephant. Or I'll say to Isaac, can you get me a zebra? And I'll get the zebra out. So it's really good with him knowing the different animals. Sometimes he'll do the noises with them. So for a lion, he'll start to roar. Or if it's a horse, he'll start to go neigh, or a sheep, ba ba. So it's just about him knowing the different animals, but actually being able to physically touch them. And since we use them paired with like his first word books, he's starting to identify the different shapes. We have a lot of fun with them. You can hide them in different places and search for them. So there's lots of different, you know, activities that you can do with these plastic animals. And I really like this brand Learning Minds, like I said, because it's not small. There's not any small pieces in there, whereas some of the other ones that you can maybe just get from the supermarket, they're really tiny. So if you've got a young toddler that's still fascinated with putting things in the mouth, you're worried that they're going to be choking, where these, they can hold on to really tightly with the little hands, and also you're not going to be worried that it's going to be a hazard or anything like that. So that's the reason why I like that brand Learning Minds, and also it's great fun, and we can use them for lots of activities. Another toy suggestion is the FisherPrice stacking cups. Now these were perfect to use, especially when we went to restaurants. Now I know it's locked down at the moment, so we're not really going out as much as possible, but when we did, I found that these kept Isaac entertained for a long time, especially when we're waiting for his food to arrive. They're also really easy for their little hands to stack on top of each other. Now they've also got numbers, so it goes from 1 to 8, and on the bottom of them it's got like the numbers and also the different colours. So we found with Isaac, he's not only learning to stack, so he's not only learning fine motor skills, he's also learning different colours, and also he's learning different numbers. So it's kind of 3-in-1 toy really, and we really liked using it with him. He seemed to keep him entertained for a long time. He'd like to just sit down. Sometimes he'd grab them off his shelf and just sit and stack and keep himself entertained for a while. So I would say this is a really good buy, and something quite cheap as well. They weren't too expensive, and it's something your toddler's going to enjoy using. Okay, my final toy suggestion that is really going to help with your development for your toddler and keep them entertained are first word books. Now I've got two different brands. So we've got here my first word trucks and diggers, which we got these ones first for Isaac, and he's helped him a lot with learning the different trucks, because that's what he seems to be obsessed with at the moment. He loves vehicles and cars. So we used to just sit and go through these together, and he would point to the different objects. It's not just got just one thing on there, so it's got different sections. So here it's got like, can you identify the big trucks? And then it'll be what trucks are on the road, and then you can go build it, and they've got different diggers. So it kept him entertained for a while, and we used to sit and read this every single morning and also in the afternoons. Another book that we really enjoyed using is My First Word book, and this has got different It's got animals on and trucks and different activities in there. So it's got your first page has got all animals on, so we used to just point to him. Can you find the tiger? And you point to the tiger. Can you find the monkey? Point to the monkey. And you start to say the words and do some of the sounds of the animal. These two books, we've noticed that with his speech and his development has really come on since using these, and he just sits and sometimes just picks them up himself and points to them, and then I would come over and read them with him. So finally, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you found some inspiration of toy suggestions for your toddler, especially around the 18 to 24 months old. If you like the content on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. It'll really help me out and help my channel grow. And if you've got any suggestions of any other toys that your toddler really enjoyed using, please drop a comment below because I would love to hear from you. But for now, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.